Time for Now Loading, our weekly look at the big video game releases, all brought to you by Comic Town, your source for comic books and more, and your one-stop shop for this week's Magic 2014 launch. Jeremy from Gaming Nexus. And how you doing, Jeremy?
Pretty good.
What's going on game-wise?
A couple of games this week. Mostly, I don't want to call them obscure titles, but definitely kind of it's a week for niche gamers, especially if you like Japanese type games. First up is Dynasty Warriors 8. This is on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. This is a long-running series. Obviously, it's called 8, and there's been other spin-offs.
I'll bet there were 7 previous ones.
Well, actually, there's been a lot more, because there's been some spin-offs that didn't keep the numerical titles.
I feel like that was a trick question.
But, yeah, it chronicles basically the romance of the 3 kingdoms in China, long time ago. So it tells the tale of all the various kingdoms and the rise and falls. And
a history lesson, that's always what I hope for.
A history lesson that is largely exaggerated. I mean, it's almost like the drunk history. I mean, it takes these historic figures and gives them big superpowers, and one guy wipes out hundreds of people in a matter of seconds. So, fans love these games. Critics call it very repetitive, but fans will spend hundreds of hours with each of these titles.
The critics say repetitive.
Yeah, critics of the game. But I mean, there are some critics that love these games because there's like 70 different characters you can play as, and I mean, there's a lot of gameplay there. So fans would definitely love this one.
Okay. Perfect. And what's the platform for that?
That is for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Okay. Next up?
Next up is Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the 3DS. This is another Japanese role-playing game. We talked about another part of the series a couple months ago called Persona 4. These are very deep, kind of different role-playing experiences because there's a heavy focus on like the social aspect. So again, you're looking at a lot of hours of gameplay. And it's not just about fighting monsters and stuff and leveling up your character strength-wise. Okay. You got to maintain their relationships with different people throughout their life and whatnot. And this one starts way back in like 1492 in a fictitious town, and it talks about the peasants and nobility fighting, and it evolves through modern times. So, again, very popular amongst those who are fans of the series.
Say the name of the game again.
Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Of course it is.
So that's exclusive to the 3DS right now.
All right, one more.
One more, and this is my big recommendation this week, and it is free. This is called Mega Man Unlimited, and this is for the PC. This is not from Capcom, who normally makes the game, but it is kind of, it's not officially endorsed, but they acknowledge it and gave it the thumbs up. This is a
How does that work?
How does that work?
That's not like a copyright deal?
No, because it's not. They're not charging for it. So as long as he's not trying to make money off of it, the guy who made it goes by Megaphil X. Yeah, they don't have a problem with it. I actually met him at a Capcom press event a couple years ago that they invited him to because they loved what he was doing with the project. Okay. But basically, he has created a classic. It looks like a regular Nintendo 8-bit style Mega Man adventure, completely original. Everything he did himself. It's new characters, new story. He got some guys to do new music for it. I mean, you would think, if you're a fan of the series, that this is an official installment of the game. Right. But it's very well done, and he's been working on it for about 5 years now, and it is available this week at megaphilx.com.
And free.
And free of charge.
Jeremy, people want more info on games?
GamingNexus.com.
Thanks, sir.
CD 1025.